loving it. I'm learning quick. It's probably the hardest job I've ever had to commit to and pay attention to. So I learn everything. I'm currently doing auto glass. It's cool. It works. You know, all the new cars, they got backup cameras, cameras in the front, the sides. Tesla's got them everywhere. So you got to learn how to calibrate them to where people, it's a safety issue. People got to back up. They got to know how far they are from things. So I'm learning a lot. It's a good thing, and it's a good thing, and I'm making good money doing it. I implore anybody to push yourself out. What's going on this morning, Katie? Like, everything is going as it should. I'm working my ass off. I'm doing what I need to do for my family, and I'm elevating, and that's what matters. You know, there's plenty of people out there that didn't make it to the point that I made it to, and I'm not going to stop now. I'm continuing to do it for the people that cannot do it no more. That's something that I've vowed for many, many years. But just give a little love out to all them people. I miss and love every single one of them. I wish they were here with me today. But unfortunately, they're not. So that's why I'm going to keep pushing through the mud and get through the swamp, clean it out, get on the other side. That's the plan, man. That is the plan. Everything's starting to move in a certain direction. Right now, I am recovering from being sick, hence the handful of pills I'm taking. I have an ear infection. I have sinusitis and pneumonia and a respiratory infection. That's what happens when you work outside all season long in grass, leaves, doing all kind of landscaping. It sucked. It about killed me. But I'm here and I did it. This weekend is my son's birthday. I am super excited for it. It's going to be pretty lit. He's turning 8 years old. And I'm in the midst trying to get him a little Arctic Cat 90 four-wheeler. That's the plan at least. And, things are moving. That's all that matters. As long as you stay in motion, you're not going backwards. No regression. Only progression, baby. Only progression. But I wanted to hop on here for a few minutes this morning just to say what's up. I know the channel's been moving slow lately, but with everything that's going on, this isn't a full-time job for me. Not as of yet. But I don't ever plan on making YouTube a full-time job, even if I make it to that point, because I am somebody that's got to work with their hands, and that's what I do. But I wanted to hop on here. I want to tell everybody thank you for all the love. Thank you for everybody that's following the page. The life of a recovering addict is something that, I tend to pay a lot of attention to because everybody's lives matter, especially somebody that's in addiction. Addiction is something that can seep into the veins of anybody. Like, it doesn't matter. It does not discriminate. Even if you're black, white, green, purple, it does not matter. Man, female, dog, whatever it is. Addiction does not discriminate. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, whether you're rich, whether you're poor. It's about the choices you make that lead you to that point. And that's something I've tried to explain to many, many, many people. It doesn't matter if you come from a broken-ass home somewhere in the hood or if you come from the suburbs, because addiction will find you no matter what, because you're the one that usually finds addiction. And that's why I push so hard for this channel, because there's so many people out there that's not okay to talk about it, that is not comfortable with it. There's no relatable people to it. And if they are, they're the YouTube stars or anybody else that's made it out that's actually doing good and that's big. They don't give the kickback. So that's what I'm trying to do, is be able to give some relatable kickback about how addiction has affected me and what I'm doing differently now that I'm 5 years into recovery. Within the past 5 years, I want to say I've lost at least 30 people that I know. And out of them 30 people, about 10 of them at least, I've saved their life a few times. And with them people gone, it's a real eye-opener. But it's also something that you can learn from, because people, places, and things, it's the three main things that will either make you or break you when you're recovering, or when you're starting your recovery. Because you get around the wrong people, you get around the wrong places, and you get around the wrong things, man, you tend to make different decisions, such as you are what you surround yourself with. You surround yourself with a handful of people that's getting high, and you're always around people that's getting high, and you are in recovery, or even if you weren't. Peer pressure is a MF. Like, it will push you, it will rack your brain. But if you surround yourself with people that are doing well, working class people that go to work, take care of their children, and live a prosperous life, chances are you're probably not going to fall back into the low road because you're on people. You're beside surrounded by people that are on the high road. And so you are what you surround yourself with. I stand by that fully. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people don't realize that. They think that addiction comes from the swamps, from the gutter. It just so happens that a lot of the people that are in that point in their life are in the gutter like that. They have a hard bout, and the way they make themselves feel better is to get high, is to drink, is to do drugs. And that's not the only route. That's something I had to learn too when I come home. Like, some people can smoke, some people are 420 friendly, you know what I mean? I was for a little while, but I could tell when it was starting to become an issue. When it became an issue, that's when I pushed to go completely straight, such as none anything besides my medicine. Won't drink, smoke, nothing. Hey, what's up to everybody? Sorry I ain't read nothing a little bit on there, but Carrie, what's going on? Sorry about mom. And yes, she's one of the ones I'm out here pushing this for, man. That was another one lost way too soon. God got another angel. But yes, hello to everybody. I'm Kody. I run this channel. It's Ride to Recover. I am a small content creator. I am trying to move up the algorithm a little bit to be able to get out there and help people that are suffering from addiction, or they have family members that are suffering. They don't know how to handle it, or they want advice on it. Basically, it's the life of a recovering addict. I was struggling with addiction for up to 15 years, in and out of prison twice, almost 8 to 10 years between both bids, little ones in between it. I've gained everything and lost it numerous times. And on this bout, the last bid was about 3 years. Shout out to Carrie that's in the chat right now. She held me down through the bid. She's a great person. She was a great life mentor, and I love her to death. Thank you very much, Miss Warren. But the point of this being is, if I can do this, anybody can do it. I come from nothing, literally. I'm out here doing this by myself, besides my partner in life. We're out here doing our thing, raising 4 children. We have a home, we have cars, I have bikes, I have everything that I could possibly ask for, and everything that I could want out of life. And it's all due to hard work, due diligence, and just out here grinding, making money, man. That's all you need to do. Hey, man, thank you for the sub, bro. It means the world to me. I know it's a lot sometimes, cause seeing all these small content creators, but this is one of the pages that you should pay attention to, because I will move up. I promise you. You will see me be one of the top creators when it comes to addiction recovery. That is my plan. I want to get out in my community more, and I'm trying to open the word of addiction. Yes, the overdose rates is going down in the United States, but it's still, one is too many. One is too many when we know better and we have options to get better. Like, there is medications, there is doctors, there is therapists, there is counseling, there is everything in the world out here to help people that's struggling from addiction. And half the people don't know how to get to it. It's a maze to get to the first door to be able to get in recovery. But fortunately enough for me, my door was prison. My door was jail. When I hit that door, I had no choice but to get clean. I'm not going to go inside jail and continue to run rampant. You know, I sat down for a long time. First time, I was stupid, balls to the wall. I was still getting high in prison. I was still drinking in prison. I was gambling, acting stupid. That was from 15 to 17 or 18. And I made it out until 19, and I was gone until 22. So within them 2 times, the second time I come home and I got it right. I'm doing my damn thing out here. I now own a business. I now have a new career doing auto glass. I have a home, cars. I build mopeds, like dirt bikes, everything. I got my kids back. There's nothing more that I could possibly ask for in this world besides, more financial value to my wallet. But with due time, that will come. And that's what I'm trying to tell everybody again. This is not some shit that happens overnight. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. This is a fix your life in the long term of having longevity with your life scheme. And there ain't no scheme to it. It's just hard work and pushing through all the trials and tribulations that you have. Some people are so blessed to be able to have a family with money, to be able to have a family that bought them a car, put them through college, and still tend to take everything and flush it down the drain. I have one of my best homies in the world. Thank God. I hate to say it like this, but he's locked up right now. Thank God. But He was out here going balls to the wall, but he was handed everything. He never had to really fight for anything, and he takes everything that he had for granted. It's everything that I'm fighting for. He had. So like it's hard to even compare to something like that. It's like apples to oranges, but at the same time, I know what it's like to have everything that I built for myself that I earned. And it feels good. It feels really good to know at the end of the day that I'm the person who paid for that. I'm the person who was able to support my family. I didn't have handouts. I didn't loan shark money. I didn't do any crazy shit. Simply hard work and determination has pushed me to the point that I am today. You know, Carrie, when it comes to people like that, I had a couple videos on here. All right, one thing that I've learned out of my many years of addiction and dealing with someone that's in addiction, throughout my mom, my father, my brother, everybody, is that you know as well as I do that if the person that you're anybody that's struggling with addiction, if they are not ready to stop, they're not gonna stop. 9 times out of 10, they have to hit rock fucking bottom, being jail, um, an unfatal overdose, loss of someone they really care about. Hey, even then, it that usually don't even hit. It's when you're ready. It took me a long time. You know very well. You know when I was at my worst. Like I was 120 pounds, soaking wet, didn't have nothing, like down bad. But I wasn't ready to quit. I didn't care that my mother had just overdosed. I didn't care that my past 3 girlfriends are gone. Like I didn't care about any of that. I didn't care about if I had my kid back in my life full time. I figured that out once I got high. And now that I'm past that point, I can look back and say that I would never have quit from nobody or anything until I wanted to quit for myself. Clips, what's good, bro? So that's what I mean here. We've had hour-long discussions about this. You know what I mean, on the phone while I was gone. Like it sucks when you see somebody struggling so hard, they're begging for help, all that, and then you try to hit. You got the help right there in your hand. You give them the light, like, and they squander it. And it sucks. It really does. And it's almost something that you internalize, that you take to heart, but you can't. You have to take this shit with a grain of salt, because when they're ready, they're ready. Till then, there's nothing you can do but sit back and love them from a distance. Just let them know that you care. That's really all it does. It's all you can do. Like the homeboy I was just talking about, he's locked up. He was my stick man the whole time I was locked up. The whole time we were home, we were working together. And I remember the first day I got in the truck with him, and he decided he was doing something he shouldn't have been. Offered it to me. I'm like, hell nah. And he went down the low road, and I stayed on the high road, and I watched his whole life just get destroyed. But the point of it being is he has it. He has everything. His parents have money. He has a house that's his grandma's. He has a nice brand new truck. He does not have to struggle. And usually when someone hits rock bottom, everything is stripped from them. Everything. And they have no choice but to climb out of that hole that they have dug for themselves. But if you have somebody sitting there always giving you a hand up, and you never have to get up for yourself, scrape your knee, bust your elbow up a little bit, you're never going to learn the hardships or the lesson of the hardships that you went through. That's, my personal opinion. It really is. It's sad. It sucks. It really does. Like, I've lost in the past, this year, last year alone, like 2 people that was really close to me, I loved very dearly, that passed away. It blew my mind. Like, at this point in time, it's almost, if I know that somebody's doing fentanyl that I know, I grow to start to accept it's not a matter of if, it's when. Because, like I said, fentanyl, addiction, anything that has to do with this cycle of life does not discriminate. It doesn't matter if you're pretty, if you're ugly. I do. I vaguely remember your handle. Either way, you tap back in, bro, and thank you for that. That's rad as shit. I'm still going. I'm still out here pushing, man. Go push and ride to recover. You got to, carry, because if you don't, you're just gonna literally consistently drive your fucking self crazy. And you just gotta learn to love from a distance. Not everybody can be handled the same, and that's something that You know, it took me a long time to understand. I'm still having a hard time understanding it sometimes, and I preach it. So I understand what you mean by that. Like, it's not something that we want to do. Nobody ever wants to cut anybody out or love them from a distance, especially when you know, when your relationship's always been on a different level or a tighter level. But that's also part of you know, the repercussions that the person has to pay for their actions. There has to be, you know, consequences. If you continue to let it be the same way that it's always been, they have no reason to change. So, you know, maybe a little bit of tough love and show your love, but from a distance, like maybe that'll open some eyes. That's, you know, you're one person usually won't affect another person that much, but if numerous people do, if the whole family stood up, if everybody just backed up and stopped enabling to whatever extent that they are, even if it's just a fraction, it might help, honestly. My apologies. I'm getting ready for work still. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Yeah, no doubt. You know the number. You're always welcome to text me. My new job's going well. I am. Helped set some windshields and learn calibrations. I'm learning a lot. It's cool. I set up my 401k and my life insurance policy for Addison. So things are moving up. Round of applause here. You know, I really hope that by the end of next month, my goal is for this channel to hit 500 subscribers. I'm at like 285 now. This channel's only been up for 2 months, a little over 2 months. So that's not bad, and I don't post every day or as I should. I'm going to start getting on a schedule of posting, a schedule of live once I figure my work schedule out. But that's something that anybody that's in the channel I want to start pushing toward. I'm going to start, there's going to be, you know, I'm going to start doing the merch line just for a simple shirt design. I'm going to have stickers made, everything like that. And soon, Carrie, you're in the same county as me, so, you know, maybe your help from you might be cool. I'm trying to get out to where I can set up through the county like a whatever K, or some kind of like awareness run, awareness walk, whatever the case is for Stafford County. Because Stafford County addiction is so frowned upon in here that it's criminalized. Yes, I understand that drugs are illegal. I understand the use of drugs are illegal and all of that. But addiction should not be scrutinized to the point of shame. I understand, yes, you have to have the stigma on it. You know, it's bad. Do not do it. You can get in trouble. It will kill you. Yes, I agree 140%. But it also needs to be able to have full access to anything that people need to try to recover, because if people are always getting condemned for, you know, when I first started going to the doctor, it's frowned upon, especially anywhere that you are red flagged or hospitals, anything like that. You definitely get scrutinized for where you look, the what you have on your record, and all of that. And I want to be able to make it more relatable to where people can, if they need help, they can come to me. I can help get them into recovery centers or detoxes or, you know, anything for therapeutic help. Like I've actually thank YouTube. I've actually helped a few people, not even in this state now. So that's the good thing, man. My reach is starting to get a little farther, and that's definitely what I'm trying to do. Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. I agree. Now, would I say that is a disease? No. Does it turn it? Can it turn into a debilitating, life-altering problem? Yes. But at the end of the day, at the beginning and the end of that addiction, and the middle, there is always a fucking choice. That is the biggest thing. But your choices are handcuffed by your priorities to get high. If you're consistently on the track of, I don't care, I'm already in this rut, I'm fucking up, oh well, there's no point in turning back, there's always a point in turning around. There's never not a point that you should think, oh, I'm gone, I'm too far gone, it's over with, I'm ruined. Because nobody is ever ruined. There's only maybe a handful of people that is worthy of saying, you know, it's over. Like, you know, essayers, child pedos, stuff like that. It's dub. Off with their head. Like, it's done. But that's a big thing. Like I said, I'm gonna run back to the merch and the, you know, the awareness thing. That's one thing I want to do. I'm not sure where I need to get my foot in my door. I have, luckily, the old head district, the old head of probation at District 21 no longer is working there. She's traveling the world, but I'm in contact with her and she's willing to help me, whether it's through the RSACB and however I need to get my foot in my door. They want me to take classes for a peer recovery support specialist, which I had started while I was going. I got halfway through. I got to take states and nationals still, but at this time I don't have the time for it. So that's where I am today. I'm trying to get my foot in the door with something, anything I can, with what I have. And what I have is many years of expertise of addiction, and now a handful of years of addiction recovery expertise. I'm the only one out of all these people that in my little circle who made it out. And it's not that I made it fully out. I will never fully be out because I'm always going to be a recovering addict, and I understand that. I understand that better than anybody. If you've been. But the main thing that I had to learn was I had to learn to love myself the way that I love getting high. Because the way that I love getting high, I would literally die. I cared about nothing else in this world. Nothing. And being in recovery, you have to be selfish. That's all there is to it. You can help people, you can do what you can, but you have to, at the end of the day, numero uno has to be yourself until you get to a certain point to where you can start giving back and helping. That's where I am now. I have a very beautiful family, 4 children under my wing, a beautiful old lady. Like, I have a lot of things that I've built throughout the past couple of years. And, if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for Louise and a few other people that, was beside me through that whole ride, I wouldn't be able to stand where I am today looking at the screen talking to y'all. So, anybody and everybody that watches this, give Miss Warren in there, a round of applause. She was one of the ones that stood by my side this whole entire time. If it wasn't for her and a few other people, I would not be standing here talking to you guys today. So I just want to let you know that I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I love you. And look, I'm wrapping this up. I got to get my ass to work. Keep tapping in, everybody. Please, 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 please. Go to the videos. Hit some of them videos. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button on all of them. Help me get up the algorithm a little bit. Share this with somebody. I know at least one person out of everybody that watched this video today or has been tapped on here. I know at least one of every one of y'all knows somebody that is struggling with addiction. Send them the link to my page, please. Please, please, please share the shit out of this. I don't have social media. It's the only thing I have posted to social media. My old lady runs the TikTok. But please get on Facebook. Anybody can share this. My name's Kody Banks. I'm a recovering addict out of 15 years of addiction. I'm 5 years clean. I'm running this small time channel to try to get out there to be able to help people. So please, instead of watching TikTok dances, man, try to save a life. I love you guys. This is Kody from Ride to Recover.